Kunal, what is wrong with you? We've been silent for the last 30 seconds. Did you see Silence of the Lamb last night?
No.
Then?
It's just the V6s that are anyway silent, Rishi.
Yeah. We're all clueless about it. This is clueless Kapoor and clueless Shah. That is Kunal.
And
Shah
we have a
Rishi Kapoor.
clueless spectator as well. We have a listener amongst us.
The one you won't share her number with.
Yeah.
As in, I want her number, but then you've been... Whatever, dude, you always keep stopping.
No, one sec. A listener who's always heard us on mute, apparently.
Is it?
Yes.
She hasn't heard us.
How do you know it's a she or a he, dude?
I saw some long hair, so... Okay, whatever. Okay, then. Inside Line F1 podcast it is. We have time to flirt, can you imagine? Because there's just nothing happening.
As long as
Formula
it's not
1.
between you and me, I'm cool with it.
Are you mad?
Thank you.
Okay. Nice jacket, by the way. Okay. Errors has happened. We don't have any clue of what is happening. Engineers, I'm sure, are clueless.
Yes.
There's so much changing in the car.
More so the Renault engineers, I'm guessing. And Red Bull as well.
But, before Bahrain and now, there's a lot of stuff that I read that I actually didn't understand.
Right.
And one of them was Brake by Wire.
Right.
Now, I thought this was some album CD or some Brake by Wire. I didn't know what it was.
Right.
So I thought I'll ask you. You're the technical man.
Okay, so brake by wire is down to an aviation term again.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and when I say aviation, as in its maximum usage is in the aviation industry.
Okay.
So much like we stole the wings from the airplanes and inverted them and used them on racing cars.
For downforce.
Yes. We have something called as fly-by-wire in aviation.
Fly-by-wire.
Where your throttle, your braking, your controls, everything is controlled by wire, which means it's electrical impulses that control movements and not mechanical actuators and not mechanical actuators. To put it very simply, when you compress the brake pedal in a Formula 1 car or in a road car, there is a brake pump and there is brake fluids which actually have mechanical levers which use the brake discs.
Okay.
In a brake-by-wire system, it happens via electrical impulses. So you do away with all those mechanical levers, so to say. But in the Formula 1 context, it's slightly more complex. It's because of the new ERs that we are trying to get used to, where the wheels are not just braking, but also harvesting energy. So there's a circuit system which is making sure that there is a balance between the braking energy as well as the harvesting energy. And any more and everyone's going to fall asleep.
So, tell me something. Is this there in the regular motor car that we use on a daily basis?
Not really, because we don't have a harvesting system in our cars, but it could probably come back to road technologies.
I was just asking, is it safe? Because, it just sounds very complicated, like maths.
Once we hit a failure, we'll know probably. Yes, but I'm glad you brought it up, because in a brake-by-wire system, the failure controls are very important, because you're okay if the engine, you're okay if the battery explodes and doesn't harvest the energy, but you're not okay if you have a complete rear brake failure, especially in a Formula 1 car.
That sounds really, really scary at that speed. Really, really scary. But great thing happened in Formula 1. Actually, just the only thing that happened in Formula 1 this week was the Batmobile got launched.
Yes, with a lot of batitude.
Batman. I like it. Okay, the Batitude, the twin nose, whatever you call it, looking very cool, very sexy. But is it going to work?
I hope so. I hope for Lotus. I hope for Formula 1. It needs to work.
Kunal gave me just very good gossip. Like, we actually gossip like women, where he told me 100 people have quit Lotus. 100 freaking people have quit Lotus. I said, they don't have money, they're going to hire us. Okay, but having explained braking by wire, some man who's breaking bad right now in Formula 1 is Bernie Ecclestone. Okay, Bernie is the money man, he's the supremo, but he's got some trouble on his head. There's a knife hanging on his head as the supremo of Formula 1. Can you explain me what the whole, as we say it in India, jhol happened?
Yeah, well, he's actually being pulled up for a court case, or pulled up in a court case rather, for being Indian, Rishi. So there's a bribery allegation to a German banker, etc., during some stake sale that happened in Formula 1. Now, what's happened is something that we all know. We'll know once the courts decide their ruling. Okay, but very crucially, it's going to be after 4 decades. Okay, that Formula 1 is not having Bernie as the operational head, so to say, while he is still. Okay. And it's going to be interesting to see how the sport functions, because let's remember this, that it was a European sport, racing in and around Europe primarily.
Correct.
Okay. Which Bernie's taken the reins over from, and he's made it a world championship sport. It's making billions of dollars in profit. Everyone's wanting to share of the pie. Okay. And it'll be crucial to see how the sport survives if there isn't Bernie Ecclestone at the helm.
Back in the day, there was Bernie and there was Max Mosley, and they were the best of friends. I'm sure if it was today, they would be called gay. But, that's not the case. But tell me something, who do you think could be the successor for Bernie?
It's a very tough one, but I really want to see somebody young coming, somebody who's just turned 30, somebody who's, probably worked for a few years in a Formula One team.
Oh, sweet, you were about to take my name. That you're a true friend.
Okay. To be very honest, a young blood, so to say, is what I'd like to look at, because Formula One hasn't really accepted newer technologies in that way. I'd really mean social media, online streaming. Bernie's taken it to newer territories, but hasn't really done much about marketing the sport, which is why our listener here is wondering what the hell are these guys talking about Batmobiles and front wings and rear wings and brake-by-wire.
Okay, we're going to come to Stellatos very soon. Don't worry. Yes, Formula One is on Stellatos right now because it's going slow. It's trying to understand. It's trying to assimilate, get together all the information and get the cars. But, Bernie he tried bribing someone, and that's offense. You can't go against the law.
You can't go against the law, but, while it's got a niche positioning, what's crucial is a price correction is what I believe is needed, especially because, we're going to about 20 markets, out of which close to 12 markets have never seen Formula One for more than 10 years. So it'll be interesting to see who actually takes over Bernie Ecclestone's role if the courts decide that he is actually guilty.
Okay. Fingers crossed then. Fingers crossed here.
I bored you as well, Rishi.
Oh God, at the last 30 seconds, I just wanted to dance on some Punjabi
I told
song.
you, this is not a good topic to talk on. I can go on and on. I love Formula One more as a business than as a sport. You know that.
You know everything about Bernie? Give me his daughter's number. Give me his daughter's number. Where's Tamara? Hey, sweetie. All right then. Inside Line Fun it is. We shall catch you next week with some dope on the Bahrain test number 1, which is Formula 1. Winter test number 2. A lot more car failures. Will Renault ever run on racing speed? We're yet to know. Kunal, Shah and Rishi Kapoor get together for Inside Line F1.
Yes, but before we leave, Rishi.
Yes.
The last punchline.
Yes.
Have you waited more for the Bahrain Grand Prix or for the upcoming Bahrain test? And give me an honest answer.
Okay. Bahrain Grand Prix, no. Bahrain test. This one, yes, very much.